welcome back, guys. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all my mods in the chat already showing up. Erica, welcome to the chat. Ocean, welcome to the chat. I believe you guys were the first to here today, and I definitely appreciate that, man. We just hit the button too, man. Shout that out. Shout that out for real, for real. Our mods be working so hard, and that's why. That's why we're trying to grow this channel so much, man. We're trying to grow this channel so much. Like, I just got big plans. I got big plans. I think we're gonna do big things. So excited for everything. I'm not sure who it was, but we got our first member today. So shout out whoever that was. If that was you, let me know. It was a channel I didn't recognize, so I hadn't saw them in the chat. But good looks to you. Uh, Bro, we are on the way to 10K. So if you can hit that sub button, man, I think it would be duly appreciated by each and every one of the sub members. I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I don't even got the chat up right now. I'm doing good, man. You know what I mean? I'm 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 really excited. You know what I mean? I'm really excited. Um, we got a lot of great videos to go through. A lot of cases to discuss. So, I think the more we hang out, the more we interact with each other, uh, the better things will be. You know what I mean? Like literally, you guys bring so much stress relief from me. You know what I mean? And you really make me feel like I'm doing something positive. So for that, I appreciate you guys, and you know what I mean? So let's hope we have a great show, man. Hopefully you love what we got for you tonight. The first episode, first video of the episode we reacting to is Killer Lives with Wife's Body for Days and Acts Like Nothing Happened. It's on the Beyond Evil channel. Definitely, if you want to watch this, if you want to watch the actual video and not a reaction to the video, um, go ahead over there and show them some love. The link is in the description. Um, you know what I mean? So do what you do. We are looking for our first ever, what is it? Our first ever super chat. So you know what I mean? That's our goal. We getting one. If we get a donation, tonight on Super Chat, you will definitely be the sponsor of the show, of the episode. So if you help us with that, I appreciate you there in advance. But most importantly, above anything, before we talk about any financial donations, make sure you hit that like button, double tap them screens, bring more people into the chat. 2 likes is like 20 more people. I swear that's how the algorithm works. So if you want to bring people in and have a good time tonight, you know what to do.
She is deceased. She's underneath the tarp. There's blood all over her. She's decaying already. So it's been a little while. And husband is incoherent. Like he's very intoxicated.
My boy hit the Tebow. He already we 30 seconds in. He already hit the Tebow.
That's 34-year-old Christopher Robertson on the floor of the Fort Worth police station. His wife was found murdered only 2 days before this footage was filmed. She was found by Christopher's brother after he came home and noticed a foul smell in the house. But that isn't Christopher mourning for his wife. He's realized he could be going to prison for a long time after being arrested for her murder.
Did anything happen with your wife? No? Do you know if she's okay? Huh?
Yeah, she should be.
She should be?
Yeah, he's been drinking on and off for a while now. So,
Okay.
yeah, hearing that he's drunk is not good news.
Yeah.
Bro, it looked like like bro's face was stuck to the door.
2024. Eric had been staying at his girlfriend's house for a week, but as soon as he returned to his home on the 5500 block of Whitman Avenue in Fort Worth, Texas, he knew something was terribly wrong. He'd seen his brother drunk before, but never as drunk as he was that night. Christopher's wife, 34-year-old Crystalline, appeared to be absent from the house, which was highly unusual as she spent most of her time indoors. There was also a strong, foul odor that was an immediate cause for concern. The source of the smell soon became clear to Eric when Christopher entered his bedroom. Inside the bedroom, Christopher's wife was laying face down on the
Hey, hey, hey. Shout out Erica. I'm blushing like a schoolgirl right now. Oh my God, Erica. I'm blushing like a schoolgirl. Shout out our sponsor for tonight's episode, Erica, man, one of the OGs from the station who couldn't expect anything else, anything less. She's been here almost since day one, I want to say. And you know what I mean? She's definitely been a a huge resource to the community in terms of her being a nurse and having medical intel, especially when we do the go into the blind case. Like this one, we watch the setup, but a lot of times we don't watch the setup. And when we don't watch the setup and we go in blind and try to figure out the case from the footage, uh, her medical intel is definitely helps us figure out the case more times than not. But yeah, man, that's just really cool, man. We're making history tonight. We're making history tonight.
floor. She was partially wrapped in what looked like a blue plastic sheet or tarp, and it was obvious she had been dead for a while. When Eric realized how serious the situation was, he got his brother out of the house and called 911. Eric then went back into the bedroom to collect a Sig Sauer .22 caliber handgun he'd found with the intention of handing it to the police.
My brother now.
Did drink last night. Woke up this morning, called my buddy. He asked me how to move, so drink something for him.
Okay. We have a police officer for that. What do you do?
So you said you went drinking last night and then you woke up?
Oh yeah, and move for stuff, drink some more, but this is not all for me.
Okay.
You have any health problems? Do you have like diabetes or anything?
When Officer Mendoza stepped inside the bedroom, he found Crystalline was naked and covered in blood.
Hey, that fishing kid, welcome to the stream, man. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Definitely hit that like and that sub button, man. We're a cool community. Everybody's chilling. This guy's wife, I believe, was found dead, and when the police showed up, dude was smashed, like super faded.
Go this way. Walk the foot. Pushing through here.
That's about it.
You want them
You can put them back there, or we can put them on the curb. It doesn't matter. It's unlocked.
Alright.
What's going on? All right, we're gonna sit you back here, okay? Until we can
So go ahead.
get some more
Here, just
information.
the light on it. I got it. Go ahead and sit down, man.
There we go.
Too easy, right?
All right.
Hey, shout out Devo, man. Thank you for the subscription, man. I hope you like true crime and reaction to the true crime and analysis on the case. You know, I'm YouTube's POTUS detective, Detective Fade. Let's see what happens on this case.
Give me a sec.
Crystalline was officially pronounced dead at 9:55 p.m., and detectives were asked to attend to the scene as it looked like a case of homicide. Although it wasn't clear at this point how she died, it was safe to assume that her death was violent and terrifying, and the only person in the house with Crystalline was her husband, Christopher. He might just be the only person who could tell police what had happened, but he would need to sober up before he faced any questions from anyone.
Husband is like extremely intoxicated. He's incoherent. Brother came over here, and sister-in-law is deceased underneath a tarp.
Hey, Desert Paranoia, Paranormal, welcome to the chat. Yeah, we watch a lot of EWU cases. It's not necessarily the channels that we want to piggyback off. Of course, we appreciate the great work they put in, but for the most part, we focus on the actual arrest footage and we try to talk about the case through that lens, opposed through opposed through the lens of the narrator. You know what I mean? Sometimes we take their narration into consideration. Other times we kind of just like breeze through it.
Fire MedStar just pulled back the sheet. She's all bloodied and decaying, so it's been a couple days, at least a week, something like that.
While Christopher was detained in a patrol car, Officer Mendoza began the
All right, so bro probably killed his wife a few days ago, and he's just been in like a binger, like super intoxicated,
An issue? No.
like grieving, you know what I mean? Feeling guilt, but still like scared to turn himself in. I'm not giving him any type of leeway. I'm not on his side. I'm not on his side. I'm not throwing like a wrench out there. I'm not on his side. I'm just telling you, we're trying to figure out what his mind state is right now, you know?
Several issues, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He's got the think, and he's been drinking on and off for a while now. So,
Okay.
yeah, hearing that he's drunk is not good news.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Like
Sort of a
more than
different
it would
person
be
kind
from
of
other
thing?
people.
Yeah. Military or anything?
Yeah, he was in Afghanistan.
Okay.
So,
You know what branch?
he was military intelligence as a linguist.
What's a linguist? Is that like a language guy?
Crowley Police Department for violent threats against a family member, and many of Crystalline's family had pleaded with her to leave Crystal.
Going out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't your place. So, I didn't say that though. I was just like,
Sounds like they had a toxic relationship, pretty
and then like I
pretty
see him start.
documented before tonight or whenever the dispute happened.
It's scary to think that if their children had been visiting at the time, they may have become victims as well. And if Crystal medical examiner to get a closer look at Crystalline and find out how she died. They struggled to identify any specific wounds at the crime scene due to the amount of blood soaked all over her body. It wasn't until 9:36 the following morning that a cause of death was confirmed. Crystalline had been shot in the face at close range, with the bullet entering just below her left eye, leaving fragments of the bullet lodged inside her head. If the gun used to...
Hold on. I mean, I actually killed his daughter.
You did what?
I killed his daughter, and I just need you here.
Okay, where is it?
550 Whitman Avenue.
Okay, and you're there right now?
Yes.
Does she need an ambulance?
We do have several people here who do need an ambulance.
So does she need an ambulance?
We're gonna need. We've got like one casualty.
You're gonna need what?
3 casualties.
In charge, but Christopher was more concerned of what Crystalline's father might do if he were able to get his hands on him.
Well, you're safe here, I promise you that. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. I've been doing this job a little while.
All right.
So bro knows that his dad found out, or his father-in-law. He's afraid of his father-in-law. That's crazy. He's in the police station still looking for his father-in-law.
And then y'all got married about 5.5 years ago then?
We got married in 2020.
2020? Okay.
May 30th, because she thought it'd be real cute, right? Because
Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button, man. Double tap them screens, man. Help the stream out tonight if you haven't already. Double tap them screens. Subscribe if you like what we do.
she's born. Is the only day of the year where we're the same age. So she thought that'd be really cute.
Okay.
Plus, it's like my birthday, our anniversary, her birthday.
Oh, wow.
There had been happier times between Crystalline and Christopher, and their romance was a long time coming. They had known each other since kindergarten.
Hey, shout out the chat, both my mods, for the clarification on the linguist, like the job he did in the Army. Appreciate that. Frank, welcome to the chat.
And had even attended the same grade school together. They kept in touch throughout adulthood, and eventually a romance blossomed and the couple were married. But somehow it all went very, very wrong.
And then
this guy allegedly murdered his wife. We don't know exactly what he did to her, but there was a lot of blood. And then he didn't call the police till like maybe like a 3-4 days till she was died for like 3-4 days before the police showed up to the house, or till he called. I believe it was him. And then now this is his interrogation. I guess it's his confession.
what day was it that you killed her? Do you remember roughly?
Like I said, I believe it was April 4th.
April 4th? Why that day so vividly?
I mean, the only reason I really remember it now is because these people, you know, they had the timeline better than I did because, you know, like I said, I was drinking a lot, and after she died, I was so guilt-ridden that I started drinking more, and I even took some of her, like...
Bro said after she died. Like, no, she didn't die, bro. You murdered her, bro. It's two different things. Like, we're gonna watch the way he self-rationalizes this shit. I'm really excited for that. Look at his body language off top. He's already closed off. He's probably he's probably wiggling his knees, tapping his feet, some shit like that. Using the bottle as like a shield. You feel me? Cops still relaxed, giving him a lot of space. Let's see as this progresses how the cop gets closer to put more pressure on him.
Like painkillers in order to kind of numb myself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the reason Christopher appeared so formal about the whole thing was because he had been living with his wife's body for so long, and he had come to terms with his actions. Or maybe he just...
I believe it was like right about here.
You're pointing kind of to the right, huh? All right. Like, what happened when you shot her? You said she was sitting in a chair earlier, is that correct?
She was sitting in a chair. I was sitting in a chair. We were facing each other, kind of like Mr. Sullivan and I. And, you know, I shot her, and then she just slumped over and fell down on the ground. And, you know, immediately I was like, oh my God, no. And, you know, I tried to shake her and see if she was still alive. But, of course, signs of life started fading pretty quickly. And, you know, I cried a little bit. And then, you know, I just got like rip-roaringly drunk that night because I'm like, you know, trying to come to terms with what I did, and I still hadn't decided on whether I was going to turn myself in.
Hey, shout out Melinda, man. Yeah, man, hit them like buttons, man. We need them likes. We need them subscriptions. We need them super chats. Shout out the sponsor of tonight's show, Erica Spillman, man. Everybody show her love in the chat. She definitely tonight's sponsor for the episode.
Or not.
As we know, Christopher did not turn himself in, despite the fact he was so allegedly remorseful. But he did leave his house to pay a visit to a couple of local stores. His shopping list had some telltale items that could indicate Christopher was a cold and calculating individual who planned to dispose of Crystalline's body after he killed her.
Where did the blue tarp come from that she was in?
Blue tarp.
Like a tarp? Wasn't she in like a tarp or something? Or a shower curtain?
She's in a shower curtain.
Okay.
I think I just got it from like Dollar General.
Bro was about to be like super defensive. Like, I didn't put her in a tarp. How could you say such a thing? Like, bro, it's the same material as a shower curtain. So, like, quit. Like, when people be wrong about shit, they'll be like point out a fact that you were not particular on, like that has nothing to do with like the source of the case.
Okay. And then you also said something about who was telling you were going to cut her up and put her in the backyard or something?
I mean, I was considering it because I like I said, I hadn't worked up the courage to turn myself in yet. I was like, well, what am I going to do? I could try to dispose of the body. I was like, but that's a terrible.
Hey, Josephine, welcome to the gang, man. Really appreciate that subscription. Thank you so much. Florida commentary, welcome to the chat. Really appreciate you stopping by.
Idea, because she lives here with me, with other people, and she's young and has kids, and a lot of people love her, and they're going to start questioning where she is pretty quickly.
Right. You had mentioned something about you'd bought a saw or something, correct?
Yes.
You bought that where?
At Harbor Freight.
Did you buy the saw and the shower curtain or tarp together, or?
I think I bought them the same day, but obviously different stores.
Different stores. Okay. Did you pay cash or credit card? Do you remember?
I think just a credit card.
Thinking about disposing of a body is bad enough. Planning it is even worse. But to go out and buy the items needed to do the job suggested that Crystalline's murder could have been planned all along.
Has anybody been trying to look for her? Like any family of hers? You mentioned she has family. Has anybody? Because let's see, we're in April 21st now, so that was a good 17 days ago, almost 3 weeks ago.
Well, like I said, my older brother has been extremely suspicious. You know, he keeps trying to like get into my room because after a couple of days not hearing from her, because like we live in the same house, so obviously he should just see her around periodically. But I don't know if he actually was thinking that or if.
Hey, shout out Florida commentary for the sub. I appreciate that.
Made me think he was saying that.
So like you talking about wood saw, like a kind of like a hand saw like that?
Yeah, just like that. But
just like that, just like a little hand. Okay.
Well, it's wood.
A wood handle.
The wood is brown. So.
Oh, wood is brown. Okay. Were people telling you to go buy that stuff, or was that you thinking that on your own that you needed to do that?
No, that was just me, basically being a giant pussy about coming in and thinking like, like I said, I was like, maybe it would be better to get rid of her, but I'm like, that's a terrible idea.
Christopher might have told the detectives he thought it was a bad idea, but it was plausible to think that he might have disposed of Crystalline anyway had he not been caught for a few more days. The night her body was found could have been the night Christopher planned to dispose of her, and that would explain why he had gotten so drunk. But explaining how Crystalline had managed to send messages from her phone after she was dead would be much harder for Christopher to explain.
You remember me the other night talking to you? Briefly, like you were extremely intoxicated. That's why I didn't really ask you anything. Do you remember me at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember the police being at your house?
Yes.
Let me ask one other question. Have you been using her phone to communicate with her dad, like text her dad and stuff?
No, I don't know the password to her phone.
What type of phone does she have?
Samsung Galaxy Note 20 or something.
Okay.
It's very nice.
Where's that phone at?
It's sitting on my desk at home.
Okay. And then your phone, what type of phone do you have?
An S21. But there's no evidence on this because I just wiped it.
And suddenly Christopher found himself.
He thought he was so slick when he said that shit. Like, boy, that boy, if you... They will fucking trace that phone so quick. They will back up that bitch. They will delete all that shit you deleted.
Backed into a corner with no chance of escape.
What should I tell her dad if they ask me anything? Are you sorry for what happened?
Yeah.
Do you understand that it was wrong what happened?
Yeah, obviously. You know, stupid wife.
Now, you were talking about she's had guns, you know, she has two 22s and stuff like that. Did she have any of those guns that day that whenever you shot her, was she playing with them or doing anything with them then?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
She wasn't doing, so there was nothing in her hands whenever that happened.
Maybe she did, but you know, I put it back in the case or the drawer or whatever.
But you shot her because you were upset.
Yeah, just we've been fighting for a while now. Like I said, you know, our last house, rent kept going up, and she, you know, was unable to work because she got sick, which just put like additional financial stress on us. And eventually got to the point where we couldn't afford rent anymore, and I.
See, here it goes. Remember, I told you where they always deface the character of the person they murdered, of the victim. He gonna be like, it's her fault we couldn't get rent, so I had to kill her. No, bro, just break up and fucking move with a family member or fucking go be homeless for a little bit. Figure it out. I don't know. Like it's not the end of the world, bro. Like I promise you, just because your world's burning down, it doesn't mean the world stops turning, you know?
Thought maybe if we stay with, you know, her dad for a couple of months, then be able to get back on her feet. I think this thing's dead now, so I don't know if they can listen. But
you want me to get it out of the room so they can't?
Well, I also, you know, like I said, a factory reset it, so I don't know.
Hopefully they haven't got hold of it.
I really hope so.
Hey, Queen, the great one, welcome to the chat, man, and appreciate the sub. Thank you so much.
All right, well, give us a second. We'll leave that door open, okay? And then we're going to work on trying to get you into like a jail cell so that they can't get to you, okay?
It was never clear if Christopher really was remorseful or if it had all been an elaborate act. If it was an act of pity, then Christopher played the part right until the very end.
That's the most Florida thing he could do. My boy just Tim Tebow'd, bro. He just did the Tim Tebow.
Doing all right, Chris? You doing all right still? Well, I think maybe I don't see it in there.
It's in there.
Okay. Just don't do anything. Just maybe the jail will help you get that out. Okay. What's going to be the best thing that can help you? You think?
Just get me in jail cell alone. that would make me feel better.
Okay. I'll talk to you.
Hey, Fancy, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the sub.
Till his trial, which would take place in early 2025 at the Tarrant County Criminal Courts Building. Amongst the evidence used in the case was Christopher's confession and the handgun that matched the murder weapon. But this emphasized the fact that there were 5 children. The case drew a lot of attention, and Fort Worth mourned the loss of one of their own at the hands of a man who could have been capable of anything had he not been caught and locked away for most of his natural life.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
All right, so I don't think we got the exact, but it looks like he got it. He got like 25 years. That's not enough. Bro should have got the death penalty. Like I feel like when you kill like your wife or your kids, like there should be like a super example because yeah, bro, like you're like their pops, bro. You know what I mean? Like you pops dude, bro. Like and I know sometimes pops don't get the respect he deserves. Don't get me wrong. It's tough being pops dude. But at the same time, like if you getting that disrespected, you need to just get out of that situation, bro. Catherine35, welcome to the gang, man. I appreciate the subscription. Definitely, all you guys keep hitting that like button if you haven't already. Double tap them screens. We really showing up and showing out tonight, chat. Keep chatting. Chat, I need you chatting. Chat, I need you chatting. Chat, I need you chatting. So if you ready for the next video, let me know. This one comes from Mysterious7. Man horrified after discovering roommate's murder recording. Murder recording. I don't know what that means.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
I just came into my friend's house and I found him dead.
On the morning of Friday, December 14th, 2018, just before 10:30 a.m.,
we have to stay vigilant of the unknown.
Room at the back. The room had been ransacked as though someone had frantically searched for some brutal and
I don't think we could watch this one. This one looked like it's some TV shit. There's not enough body footage in that. That looked like a production. Woman burnt alive, jumps out window to solve her own murder. Oh yeah, we about that.
It just went off, bro. I try to.
Okay, can you yell at her real quick? See if she can get her to wake up.
She's talking to me. I just can't get my fence open to get over it. She's hurt bad.
Ask her if she knows what happened.
Melinda, life is tough, man. Life is tough. So if you ever just need a break or need a hug, you can always come here, man, and we look out for our people, bro. Like life is tough, bro. That's all I say. We all have our ups and our downs, but no matter what, true crime is around to let us forget about our wins and losses. Because sometimes winning can make you stress out too. Some people get successful out of nowhere, and it's like, dang, bro, how am I gonna mess this up? Like, you know what I mean?
What happened? Someone set her. He said set her on fire. Your son?
A Fairfield Township police officer is in the middle of arresting a suspect for an unrelated crime when he hears the alert over his radio.
For a female burn victim, the male has to set her on fire.
Oh, get her out. Get him out. Go to that.
Clear.
Come on out. Get out.
Here's his phone so he doesn't drop it.
Go to that.
Water with gasoline. He threw it on her. You said it was your boyfriend? Her boyfriend's son. Yes, he said please hurry. She's got asthma. She can't breathe.
Do you see any burns on her?
I do. Her skin is completely covered, burns, back, everywhere. There's actually smoke coming out of the house on the top floor. He set the house on fire. The house is on fire too. Oh my God.
Hey, FU, welcome to the chat. And what's androphobia? Is that the fear of being burned? Because if that's the case, yeah, bro, I don't want to die by being burned. That's my least favorite way of somebody getting unalived. I feel super bad for them.
God. Oh my God, her skin is like off of her body. Oh my God.
The officer arrives and quickly locates the victim, 50-year-old Brenda Scott, who's in critical condition.
614, I've got the female in the back. Severe burns control. Give me an off channel.
Go to 115. Kia stop 4.
Back here on the ground, severely burned. Sir, honey, stay with me. I'm Officer Stebbins. Just stay with me, okay? I got the medics are coming to get you right now.
I gotta breathe.
Huh?
I gotta breathe.
Okay.
My inhaler's in the house. I can't breathe and they knock my teeth out.
At the front of the house, the suspect, 23-year-old Robbie Robinson Jr., can be seen emerging from the front door. He walks right up to a first responder who doesn't yet realize who he is. Thankfully, the officer spots him and takes quick action to secure him into custody.
Come to me now.
Fire going on in the room.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. It just went off, bro.
I tried to get the fire extinguisher and try to take it out real quick, but it was just all black in there. I couldn't see.
When the sergeant arrives at the scene, the officer fills him in on what information he's gathered so far.
He comes out of the house. Chief said he was in the house. It's Robbie. He's in custody. He's in the back of my car. I haven't talked to him yet. I get here. She said he's not.
Oh yeah, men are scary as fuck. That's what I always say, bro. If you're a female, do not be in a situation with like where you're super outnumbered by men. Like you don't want to be like one girl around like 3 guys, 2 guys, 5 guys. Like you don't want that. Like only bad stuff can happen from that scenario.
Out my teeth. She's laying with a mouthful of blood, and she's burned all to hell. This is the gentleman that called. He's a witness. She jumped out of the 2nd floor window. She's right here. You can see right here, Sarge.
Her teeth are busted out. He physically assaulted her before he set her on fire.
Alive and conscious, Brenda manages to answer what questions she can.
Were they just fighting, I guess?
I'm gonna go with yes for now.
Okay.
Ellis, welcome to the chat, brother. It's a reaction channel. That's kind of like the whole point of it. If you want to watch the video uninterrupted with no chat or interaction or commentary, you could go over to EWU Body Cam. This one's called "Woman Burnt Alive, Jumps Out the Window."
Were you guys? Did he set you on fire? Yes. What were you guys arguing about? Just fighting? What happened?
What hurry to tell you? I know.
Okay, you're fine.
Though Brenda is unable to give more details, the grim scene inside her bedroom will soon.
Hey, shout out Aaron, man. Welcome to the chat. Good one-liner, brother. Good one-liner.
Paint a horrifying picture of what she endured. For now, the officer meets with the neighbor who reported the incident.
Thank you for calling me, man.
Oh, no problem.
Appreciate you.
What did you see? I had a meeting at 10:30, and so I was like, let me let my dogs out real quick. And I let the dogs out, and I just saw her there, and I saw smoke, so I come running over. And I said, what do you think? She said, help me, help me.
This exact moment was captured on his home surveillance camera. Back at the cruiser, the sergeant reads Robbie his Miranda rights before questioning him about the incident.
I want to know, I've got her side of it. What happened in here, brother? What happened today?
I just see the fire started. I tried to get the fire extinguisher real quick to take it all out.
So you didn't put her on fire?
No.
Well, why did she say that? She said you lit her on fire. Why did the fire start?
I don't know. I just went in there trying to take it out. I heard a fire alarm go off, and I went in there with the fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Hey, man, what is she to you?
Just my father's girl.
Like, girlfriend?
Yeah.
What's your dad's name?
Robbie Robinson.
So you're also Robbie Robinson?
Right.
Johnny 5, welcome to the chat.
Was it just you and her home?
Yeah, I tried my best to get her out of there. I tried my best, but it was like so much smoke going on. I just went like, I used up the entire fire extinguisher just to get her out of there. I was going to call 911, but I couldn't find my phone. It was so smoky in the room.
Okay. Yeah, I saw a lot of smoke coming out of there. Today, what time's the last time you talked to her?
No, I didn't really talk to her. They came in, they go.
They gonna play the crazy role, bro. Everybody plays the crazy role. Like when they're in cuffs, they go to, oh, they got evidence. I don't remember.
Okay, she should be coming there. Don't say nothing to nobody. Say nothing to nobody. Don't say anything. They trying to send some, because they recording us right now.
Awake.
Yes. Yes.
The person is?
Yes. 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 Okay? So don't worry about anything. We're working on this, okay? This is not going down like this. This is not happening, and we got your back.
Meanwhile, investigators meet with the victim's boyfriend, Robbie Robinson Sr., in an effort to determine what could have driven his son to commit such a brutal act of violence against Brenda.
I'm trying to understand kind of more of a motive, as much as you are probably. I don't really.
That's dude's wife, right? That would be sucky, bro. Cause like, hopefully this woman lives, but no matter what, she's not gonna be the woman like you married. Like that's very extreme injuries. You know what I mean? So like, when you went to sleep yesterday, you had a son and you had a wife, and now both of those are gonna be like changed indefinitely, whether that's like in jail forever or passed away or um like super in need of medical attention for a while because of the extremeness of the injuries.
I know that he expressed to his mom that he didn't want to live there anymore for some reason.
Yeah, that's what she was telling me. She was just saying that he needs to get out.
And he said he had money problems, he lost his job, lost his car and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's probably had a lot going on.
Right.
But why would he do this to? Why?
Probably because she's come in the picture and he's also feeling like, I'm more happy with her and I'm not focused on.
Hey Sarah, welcome to the chat. Bill, welcome to the chat. Who did yeah, I'm sure he tried to do a whole bunch of stuff to her. Like he literally shot her, I think, and lit her on fire, or did something to her and lit her on fire. So
Yeah.
9 days after his arrest, Robbie receives an update from his mother about Brenda's condition, and he asks about his father's plans to visit him in jail.
They had to do surgery on her because of the fall, and they had to put her into a coma so they can do the skin graft. He's there, but he can't go in to see her. She has to be isolated because her skin, she'll easily get bacteria and all this other type of stuff, which will make her worse.
Ask him if he's going to visit. That's what I need to know. That's a real important question. Ask him if he's going to visit.
I know he did tell me
bro hurt somebody to that extent, and he's worried if someone's gonna come visit him, bro. If he was really off his meds or like disappointed, wouldn't he want his father to be around next to his partner?
Before I visited you that last Sunday, he told me that I said, hey, I'm going to see Will Robbie, see if we're on the list or something. He said he couldn't come right now.
What do you mean?
He just said he couldn't come. He couldn't come see you. He needs to be focused on her right now.
What type of reply is that?
I said, you're not going to go up there? You need to go up there and see him to show you that we support him. He just said he couldn't right now.
A week later, Robbie remains hopeful that he won't be behind bars for long.
Hey, listen, I don't want none of y'all to come up here and see me, man. The only time I want y'all to see me is when I'm free. Tell everybody I know when I'm coming out, I'm conquering the world. The whole world going to know who I am.
June 9th, 2023, when Brenda dies from her injuries after surviving an agonizing 29 days, turning the assault into a homicide. At a court hearing a year later on June 24th, 2024, a judge rules that Robbie is competent to stand trial, leading to an unexpectedly volatile reaction.
What else can we address this afternoon, counsel, if anything?
I don't think there's anything over here for the defense, Your Honor.
All right.
No, it's all a trap, right? It's all a trap. Ain't none of this real. What are you talking about, man? All this trap. What are you talking about?
Nah, bro. Even if the life is a simulation, like some people be trying to say, it's real to me and you. We ain't figured out how to get out the simulation. You can work hard and be a good person and try to survive as long as you can in the simulation, or you could crash out and get put in a box, you know?
Rated arson and felonious assault. Though his exact motives remain unclear, at his sentencing hearing he stated in court, "I take responsibility for my actions, I'm sorry," and asked that he be spared the death penalty. He was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, and an appeal was filed on March 14th, 2025.
Well, I hope his appeal is denied. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say that's justice if they get to uphold the life without parole. I think that's a good I think that's a good judgment. I definitely think he could have got the death penalty, but I'm not sure what state it was in. So The next one is evil millionaire doesn't realize he just shot a kid on camera. Security, welcome to the chat. I agree with you, my man. I definitely think he was more upset that he got caught and that his father was so upset about losing his wife. But even if your father loved you 100%, bro, if you killed his wife, bro, like he's gonna not want to be around you, bro, at least for a little while. Like to me, that's a understandable response. But before we get into the next one,
Just so you know,
we are going to use the restroom real quick. So give me 1 second. we back, gang. Looks like we back. Let's get into the millionaire murderer. He kind of looks like dude off of Cheers. You remember the pitcher that owned the bar on Cheers? He looks like the actor from Cheers, bro, on me.
Hospital had contacted us a little bit ago, and the kid did pass away. If you want to hold me, give me 3 or 4 days. I've got to pay estimated taxes. I'm the only one that can do it. And then if you want to, I'll have to read them. It's a formality, and then you want to give us your story, I'm here to listen.
As detectives read Lloyd his Miranda rights, it is important to note that this is neither Lloyd's first time exhibiting violent behavior, nor his first run-in with the law. In 2021, Lloyd was involved in a domestic battery incident where he allegedly punched his girlfriend in the face and then retrieved a gun from the kitchen pantry. Fortunately, he did not fire it and signed a no prosecution agreement. In return, he agreed not to carry firearms or use alcohol excessively for 1 year and began attending anger management classes.
And I understand that my rights are, or what my rights are. I am willing to make a statement and answer questions. I do not want a lawyer at this time. I understand and I know what I'm doing. I promise. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. And if I could borrow your cheaters, because I can't see. All right. All right. Pretty much. Tell me what happened, and start if you can. Just start I guess the night that you were at Contown that night. Correct. Okay. So go ahead and let me know. Tell me what you got. I was there for the Super Bowl. Okay. I was with my niece and her boyfriend. Okay. They left. I am now single, so I hung out for a little bit longer to see if maybe a potential suitor might show up. Okay. Nothing happened. I was ready to go home. I noticed there was a lot of activity going to and from the back door. Okay. As we have discussed in the past. Yes. Correct? Yes. So I went out back to just see what was going on. As you know, I am armed. Nature of my business, my property. All right. I went out back and there was not one, this was not a drug dealer, I don't think, just a guy. And he had buddies with him, and there were cars, but he was in between 2 cars. There were people.
No, Discord is free. Our Discord is absolutely free. You might have clicked our PayPal link. Don't click that one. Click our Discord link.
On either side, and I guess they were all together. I don't know. They hadn't come from inside the bar. I don't know where they came from. And he's in the parking lot. Okay. And on the building. And I said, man, can't you just go I'll be honest, can't you just go in the toilet? And we exchanged words. And as it progressed, he became more agitated and approached me. And I said, look, I own this. Stop. He continued to approach. I said, I'm armed. It appeared as though he was reaching for something. The first shot went off this way. The second shot went off up in the air. To the best of my recollection, he was already on top of me. It would happen that fast. Okay. There's no doubt I fired a weapon. Okay. Because they wouldn't let me wash my hands. Yeah, we'll do that after.
Ozzy Osbourne's music was a little bit before my time, but I do remember his reality show on MTV. That was like, he was still influential at that point.
It happened. All right. I immediately, once he was down, did not continue to assault him, set my firearm on the hood of a car, awaiting the arrival of the police. I did not render aid because other people showed up to render aid. Okay. And I know he's got a lot of witnesses. They're going to say a lot of different things. That's what happened from my perspective. Okay. But I can tell you, he was on me so fast that my second shot went in the air. Okay. It was that fast.
According to reports, the building that houses the Conchtown Liquor and Lounge is owned by Lloyd's parents. However, Lloyd is a co-trustee and was tasked with watching over the property, in which he allegedly dealt with loitering and drug dealing issues in the parking area. As a result, he has made several complaints to the Key West Police Department in the past.
That's the rear parking lot, right?
Damn, I think my mic was muted. So basically, dude is the fuck up in the family because he had to be the parking lot security guard, probably so that he can inherit that shit. They're like, yo, you gotta watch the day-to-day security of that shit or pay for security and take that shit out your cut. And he was like, nah, man, I'll just be the security myself. But he comes from a successful family and they're like, bro, just watch the parking lot.
Okay. Let's say this is a door for Comptown.
Right here.
Okay, just draw it right there. Show me. It would say by the trailers or
no. So there was a car. You know the way the back parking lot is.
Yeah.
Like this, right?
Okay.
No, not over here. Not these are the dumpsters.
Right.
Right. Here's that Jeep that's been sitting there forever.
Yes.
It was approximately here. There was a truck parked here. After it happened about here. Okay. I laid my firearm there.
Okay. All right. When did you make contact with him?
As I came out, I was walking this direction. It started here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And where did it happen? Did the altercation happen like in the parking lot itself, or
in the parking lot itself?
Okay.
Not in the bar.
No, not in the bar. I'm saying like, well.
Were you in between the parking
In between the cars, or was that?
In between the cars.
Okay.
Right here.
All right.
All of that's a matter of fact. There's cameras everywhere. Right?
Okay.
So all of that is a matter of fact.
Okay.
And then as he approached me, I identified I own all of this.
Yeah.
It's all my property.
Okay.
I identified myself as the owner of the property. I identified myself as being armed. He still approached and appeared as though he was going for something.
Okay.
What
did he tell you when you told him about what?
We were going back, like, who are you? We were just going back and forth on this thing, and it just, that fast.
Okay.
It was not a long, drawn out process. It really wasn't. Because if it had been, then his buddies that were here would have, had they all come in together and it been a fist fight, things might have ended differently. But that dude was agitated already. I mean, you can test me for drugs or whatever, I don't know. So he going for the self-defense role. It looks like he shot maybe some teenager or a young adult maybe, or maybe a straight up kid. But I'm assuming it's at least a teenager if he's like saying he's afraid of him, like he looks agitated and shit. I swear I hope he's okay. I hit him in the abdomen. I don't think I hit him with the second shot because the second shot went in the air. It was that fast.
So when the altercation happened, that you all came together, was there any contact with you on him? Did you grab him? Did he grab you? Was there any hand contact?
Not to my recollection.
Okay.
It happens so fast, but when somebody's coming at you that fast,
I got you.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Now, if we're going to get into very
Bro was the white guy version of Day Day, bro, from Friday After Next. But he didn't have no Craig, bro. He didn't have no Craig, so he was just security of the world, bro. Like he was just out here being security of the world, bro.
new particulars, that's what I'm going to ask for a lawyer.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you the overall scope of what happened. And the reason I asked for you is you understand the dynamics of that establishment.
Yes, I do.
And so you know I'm armed all the time. Nature of my business and what goes on back there. And really all I was doing was walking through here to see what was going on, to give you a call.
Boy,
if something was happening.
All right.
That's it.
When you've
been in contact a lot.
No, we have. And you always tell me people have been doing stuff back there. We got a good relationship.
In all honesty, I don't think they were dealing with anything. I think they were just drunk guys.
Okay.
They're local, I think.
All right.
And I can tell you, one of them's probably going to try to kill me based on.
Did they say anything?
The looks. And finally, your officer that did not detain me.
Right.
Really, he didn't handcuff me, but we went and sat him on back steps. Because originally I was looking at the scene, and the guy was looking at me like, yeah, I'm going to get even with you. And the officer saw it too, and he said, just come sit over here.
Right.
Look this direction.
Lloyd is likely deflecting the conversation to draw a sense of sympathy from the detective.
I mean, there's no reason for me to go with a guy that's just, other than verbally, just, really.
Yeah, bro, he just said he looked agitated. Yeah, he looked at me loud. That was a great way to put it. Bro, I just fucked up some trail mix. But I made spaghetti with meat sauce. But I also had some Butterfingers earlier, bro. I need to chill out the last few days. Excuse me, I've been stress eating a little bit, and yeah, bro, I think I've been wilding out. I've been waking up with belly aches.
Go to the bar. They got 3 bathrooms.
I got you. No.
So I don't know. Beyond that, I didn't know him. He had no reason to have malice for me that I'm aware of.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people know me, you know that.
Yeah. No.
I did not recognize him as someone that I'd run into before.
Okay. All right. And as far as words, you can't remember what he told you or anything like that?
No, it was all, I hate to say it, but in the heat of battle, in the heat of the moment, words are exchanged. Yes. Can I be verbally abusive? Yes, I can. But did I walk up and strike him to cause him to come at me? No.
All right. Okay.
No. Look at my size. I mean, no. And my recollection is the guy was a little bit taller than I am.
All right. Did he hit you? Did he strike you?
No, he came at me in a threatening manner.
Okay.
And it appeared as though he was reaching for something, but he was coming at me.
All right. And did you see what he was reaching at or anything like that?
I did not.
Okay.
What do you mean by threatening?
Bro, lying, he was just waiting. He like one of them dudes I was like, I just be waiting. You ain't gonna catch me lacking. Like, he was like waiting for somebody. And like, when he saw it was a smaller person that he wasn't intimidated by, he was like, man, I can't wait to use this gun.
Manner, like what could he threaten?
Yeah, he's gonna have his words and we're gonna have issues. Because I mean,
Hey, Sarah, welcome to the chat.
where he ended up, the best of my recollection, was outside here. Okay?
Behind the cars.
Right, outside. Now, you tell me if I'm incorrect. But yeah, so he obviously came toward me.
Okay.
Did you find him here next to the building? No. You found him in the middle of the parking lot, which is where I was. Which means he came to me.
When you came out, where were his friends?
There was a friend. Okay.
Guys, remember, you can join our membership now. We have a 99-cent tier, a 1.99-cent tier, and a 4.99-cent tier. Um, all three of them will gain you access to exclusive streams, exclusive content. You'll get the content first. Um, there'll be members only chats. There's going to be members only live streams down the road. So definitely sign up for that now, and enjoy all the benefits.
I don't know if they were his friends,
right?
But there were other people. There were some over here and some over here, but there were cars here and here. That's my recollection. So it was like he was isolated.
So he was by himself, like standing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're not sitting around watching.
Right.
Was there anybody back here by the back door? Anybody hanging out back there?
I walked out. I don't believe there was at the time. There was immediately afterwards.
Okay.
There were all kind of people everywhere.
All right.
Afterwards.
At what point did you draw?
Melinda, right here on YouTube, if you just hit the subscribe button, there also should be like a membership option, and then you can pick your tier or whatever you want to do from there. And yeah, it's just a way to support the channel and then gain exclusive access. Like right now, you get the special. Right now, the big benefit is you get the wood chipper emoji. The wood chipper emoji is what we use for a lot of predator type criminals. We like to use that as like their punishment, as like our you know what I mean, like our fictitious hypothetical punishment, you know what I mean, for those type of crimes. So, you know what I mean, you definitely get exclusive access to community emojis and all that cool stuff.
Was it here?
When I fired, he was about this close. Because I fired on him. It appeared as though he was reaching for something, and he's coming at me. And by the time he got that close, I fired, and he's on top of me.
Okay. Did he fall on you?
He came, yeah.
Oh, did he
my second shot went in the air.
Okay, so you fell on the ground? Do you remember if you fell on the ground and fell back?
Yeah, he came at me. Yeah, because when I got up, but he wasn't on top of me by the time it all ended. He was on the ground.
Okay. So I'm just trying to.
Do you remember where he was reaching? Like, was he reaching?
It looked like on his side.
Okay.
Which is where I carry a firearm.
Okay.
I mean, there was no reason for that.
This case, I'm not sure where this case is. Florida. This one's in Florida. We'll see if we get a death penalty, any death penalty action. You know what I mean?
This was.
Do you remember if you were holding the gun with one hand or with two hands?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Were you able to actually watch out properly?
Yeah, Osha, I can eat chocolate. I just be overeating sometimes, and then that shit be making me have these crazy ass belly aches. Like I'll be rolling around on the ground, bro. Like so sad.
I will tell you what the best of my recollection is.
I'm sure it happened pretty fast.
2, 1.
Okay.
I mean, it was that fast.
Fast.
And just to get, so you walking towards him, yeah.
I'm not walking toward him, he's walking toward me.
Okay.
Do you want to show?
Like, I'm trying to get like, did you fall? You said you got up off the ground?
Yeah, because when he came, my second shot went in the air.
Okay.
It was that fast.
Even though Lloyd is completely
Right, Dory?
unaware that Garrett has passed at this point in time, one would normally be at least somewhat emotional after.
Oh, yeah. Low key, hold up. Time out. I would be scared of bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He looked like he 18. He looked tall. He looked muscular, bro. Dude was old. He passed his prime. Like, I don't know.
After an incident like this, but Lloyd appears indifferent to the entire ordeal. He seems to think that he's in control of the interrogation and confidently affirms that his account is exactly what happened. However, he has also forgotten the fact that there are security cameras posted outside of the bar, facing.
Okay, this gonna tell the real story. And not the he said, she said.
Directly toward the parking lot. Luckily, the entire ordeal was caught on video, and Lloyd has nowhere to hide.
Yeah, Melinda, it's just I'll be overeating, bro. I need to stop overeating. When I don't overeat, I don't have stomach issues. But I either just be stress eating or I get too high and then I eat hella food. Like, I just need to have better self-control when it comes to food, honestly. It's a me thing. I didn't mean to trauma dump on y'all. My apologies.
I want to maintain stand your ground all day long. I mean, it's my parking lot. He's coming at me. What I hope comes out of this, I understand your job. And I understand friends don't cross that line for your job. I think this is a case for a grand jury.
Oh, that's what we're here. Do you know my job?
Yeah. I think this is a case for a grand jury to investigate all of the facts.
This is something that
Melinda, what can't you find? Hold up. Let's do. We're out here talking about features and people are saying they can't sign up for them. Let's see. View your channel. Hold up. Let me switch accounts. Follow our second channel. Our second channel is called True Crimes for You. Remember, you check that out. But yeah, see when I go to view membership. See it's right next to it. Boom. See, I signed up with our backup account as a member. He's a beat cop. So we got beat cop, junior detective, and detective. Those are the 3 levels. All 3 levels will be allowed to all membership chaps though in the beginning. In the beginning, there's no difference between the levels besides the actual name. All members will be invited to all chats and have access to all the different amenities. But it is right now, the names are just the difference, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I hope that helps. Let me look on the phone. Well, it's hard because this is my account, so it doesn't like show me it. It like wants me to manage the videos.
we get all the facts. We get everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We put everything together.
And
before we do anything,
I don't want to go to jail tonight, but I'm not going anywhere. there. So you take it to a grand jury.
Well, that's up to the state, Preston. We put everything together, we take it to the state, then they make that decision.
But you know, this wasn't a revenge thing. This wasn't one of the dealers back there. It wasn't like I was hunting somebody.
I got you.
In no way, shape, or form.
I got you. You had gone to the bar.
Or if you're on mobile, go over to the membership. If you go to the channel and you go over to membership, I think like where it says like home, video, shorts, live, podcasts, playlists, posts. If you go all the way to the right, there's membership. I think that's how you get to it on mobile. I'm sorry guys. I gotta be better at directing you there.
Earlier. What time do you think you got to the bar?
We watched the whole Super Bowl.
The whole Super Bowl? Okay. How many drinks you think you might have had?
Probably 3.
About 3? Was it drinks or beers? What were you drinking? Beers?
I don't remember.
You just drink beer?
Oh.
Okay. And what time did you get there, you think?
We got the Uber at... You got my phone?
No, they have it, I believe. You got it in there? You got the time that you got the Uber?
The Uber.
Okay. We'll look at that. So you had an Uber. Uber took you there. So you didn't even drive there?
No.
Okay.
So the Uber took us... No, because we've learned if you drink 1 or 2 beers, don't drive because that FHP is...
everywhere right now.
Everywhere.
Lloyd states that he was at the bar with his niece and her boyfriend before the couple left the establishment. It was only a short matter of time after that when all hell broke loose.
I'm gonna do the swabs in your hand for the GSR.
I don't deny that I shot a firearm.
Do you remember what hand you shot it with? Right hand?
A gunshot residue, or GSR test, detects particles of gunpowder on a person's hands, clothing, or nearby surfaces, helping to establish whether they recently discharged a firearm or if they were close to one. While Lloyd has already admitted to pulling the trigger, GSR testing is still important. It independently verifies that he fired the weapon, reinforces the prosecution's timeline when the case goes to trial, and eliminates any ambiguity about his physical role in the shooting. In court, this type of forensic corroboration is crucial, especially if the defense later tries to dispute key details or shift blame.
And as you notice, I didn't run, didn't hide. Set my firearm down as soon as this situation.
Now he's trying to be like, I know you know that I'm guilty, but I haven't been cooperative. So hopefully we can work out a deal.
Ooh, he's snitching. Everybody, he's snitching. Hey, dude, get back there.
Here's why. I'm a one-man shop. I've got to pay estimated taxes. I'm the only one that can do it.
Okay.
I've got to be in my office. I don't care if you come and sit with me to make sure I don't go anywhere.
Right.
But I've got to be able to do that.
Well,
and that's not just for
I can't make that decision, and I'm going to tell you I can't make that decision. That's not on me to make, but it's something that we'll have to talk to.
Ace Cole, welcome to the chat. That's something I didn't know. He's saying that some states don't do the residue test. I feel like the residue science is pretty hit or miss, right? Like either you got that shit on you or you don't.
State about, okay? And like I said, I've always been upfront with you. There's nothing to hide. I have to do my job as far as no matter what it is, but we got to run everything through the state and through our boss.
Can I ask you how the fellow's doing?
Right now, he's critical. Would you consent to getting some buccal swabs from you for DNA?
No.
Okay.
You already have my DNA, I think. Why do you need my DNA?
Because when we do cases, we get DNA for everything. We just match up DNA.
No, I need to get in there and look at it.
Are you the only one that has the capability to do that, or is there somebody else that has access?
There is somebody else, but I don't give you permission yet.
You understand that we're going to need to be able to see that? You understand we're going to need to be able to see the video?
Unfortunately, that's one of the few spots that isn't clear. Because I don't have a camera sitting right here.
Right.
Of course, there's no audio. It's illegal.
Man, I thought definitely that hair follicles and that fingerprints would be like exact science at this point. I did not know that.
Audio.
Fortunately, law enforcement does not need permission from the suspect to access video surveillance footage. However, their findings would leave them with even more questions, with one looming much larger than the others. Was Lloyd acting in self-defense, or was this a callous murder? The video footage shows an intoxicated Garrett walking into the parking lot at 12:26 a.m., still drinking, while making his way to the side of the building across from the bar, a building which does not belong to Lloyd. It appears that Garrett's brother and friend remain outside to wait for him. Within a matter of seconds, Lloyd suddenly comes into view and exchanges.
I am not sure where your phone is, but...
And is already reaching for the firearm on his waistband. Garrett slowly makes his way toward Lloyd, unaware of what will happen. It looks as though the pair is speaking, but only for a short time. Garrett takes a few more steps, in which Lloyd seemingly pulls out his 9mm. He has another thing coming.
So what's the over-under on me going to hotel tonight?
Hotel, that's a good way of putting it. We're still working out all the details, so we're not making that decision right this second.
I would like to get in touch with my lawyer. I've asked 3 times and was denied the ability.
When did you ask for that?
When I was detained at the scene.
Okay.
And when I was downstairs.
Okay. Who is your attorney?
Don. I'm not saying I refuse to cooperate. I'm saying I would like to confer with counsel.
Sure. Okay. I am not sure where your phone is, but...
I don't know.
Though it is not confirmed as to whether or not Lloyd asked for a lawyer before this conversation.
Aggressively get me. He was getting taller than I was.
All right. Did he show anything, like, did you remember anything, hand maneuvers, hand things? Do you remember anything?
It was just that fast, no.
Okay, all right. All right, so I think the cover roll, take you out there, get that done, and we gotta do what we gotta do. Also...
But I've asked again to speak to my attorney.
Okay, so that's fine, then I won't ask you anything else. If you wanna talk to your attorney.
Well, I'm for advice.
Okay.
Hey, shout out Erica, man, Junior D-Tech. Welcome to the membership, man. Really appreciate that. Eric is not only sponsoring the show, but she is the first on-screen member, man. So appreciate that. Make sure you guys do the same. Support the community, support the channel. We're only going to get bigger. We're only going to do better. So if you guys like what we do here, man, we got to fix that animation. I like zombies, but I'm going to get us a better animation for that. But shout out everybody, and shout out Erica, man, most importantly, man. She is definitely the MVP of the stream. The chat, you were the star of the show, but Erica in particular was the MVP. So if you guys like what we do here, hit that sub button, double tap. You know what I mean? That's most important, is to hit that like button. Keep growing the stream. I appreciate you guys so much.
Okay, that's fine. If that's what, and that's fine. That's totally your right to do it. We're gonna go ahead and get you to the hospital, and once you get done.
Hey, shout out Ace Cole. Welcome to the gang, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you for the sub.
With what you gotta do, we'll get you can give them a call. So we'll get it done. Right now, we're not gonna ask you anything else. We do have a warrant. We do have a warrant for the blood, which is signed by a judge. So that'll be done.
Do me a favor, Mr. Burr. Can you sign and date this for me? Just shows that obviously you're the person that drew that picture.
I don't have my glasses on.
You're fine, I can read you. You want the cheaters again?
What is it, down the 11th?
Today's the 13th.
13?
Thank you. I will take that.
This could go.
Where does the gunshot residue show?
What's that?
Gunshot residue.
That right now, it's not showing any.
It's negative.
On it, yeah. And it could happen. Sometimes these kids will show negative. All right, Preston. Just so you know, I'm always up front with you.
Yeah, he really didn't tell nothing besides like he thought it was self-defense, but bro, I don't think he really meant the video showed that there wasn't that much force coming towards him. Like he definitely closed distance. Like to me, that's what's most important. Like who closed distance, bro? At the end of the day, who closed distance? If you close distance and something bad happens, like you know what I mean, more times than not, I think you're gonna get found guilty. Um, cause that's when you know it's game time. Like if somebody closes distance and you retreat, or if somebody closes distance and you meet their fire with your fire, I think it's a lot easier to be on the person's side who like literally stood their ground or retreated than it would be the person who like closed distance.
Walked in with you. The hospital had contacted us a little bit ago. I just talked to the detective that was out there, and the kid did pass away. So I just want to let you know that. All right. Unfortunate thing, but I got to tell you, I've known you too long, and there's no need to hold anything back. But we're going to do the blood draw. They'll give you your medication out there, and then while you're doing that, we're going to do what we got to do, and then see what avenue the state wants to take. Okay. All right. They'll take you now. The gentleman that were downstairs will take you out there.
What's the over-under on this? You're honest with me. What's the over-under?
Everything's going to be bearing on what the state. They're the ones that know the state.
Bro, when I was a kid, everybody was like, you gotta pee on your hands. You gotta pee on your hands to get it off. You need to use ammonia. You need to use ammonia. That's how everybody like that was like the unwritten law
Stand your ground.
of like just little knucklehead kids, you know, just making up stuff. I don't know if that was true. Sarah, welcome back.
Law better than any of us. We'll present it to them and see what they say. Okay, we got their story, your story. You were honest with us with what you said, and we just let them go. It's very the stand your ground. The state, we've had these cases before where they're the ones that know that they know that law better than us.
Following this interview, the Key West community rallied behind Garrett's family. A benefit concert on April 8, 2023, led by local rapper Mike Stack, raised over $50,000 for a scholarship fund in Garrett's name. In a bittersweet turn of events, his parents later reached a confidential settlement in a wrongful death lawsuit, receiving ownership of the Conchtown Liquor and Lounge property, where the shooting occurred. It now remains permanently closed. As for Lloyd, he was charged with second-degree murder with a deadly weapon without premeditation, aggravated assault, and also with violation of a concealed firearm permit. When he went to trial, Lloyd's self-defense claim became the core of his legal strategy, as his attorney filed a motion to dismiss.
Yeah, we already knew. Like, I already knew that was going to be the
stand your ground law. The judge concluded that Brewer was in fact the aggressor when he shot an unarmed, intoxicated Garrett Hughes at close range. The court ruled that Lloyd had no reasonable belief that he was in imminent danger, and a path was cleared for a jury trial on first-degree murder charges. As of summer 2025, Lloyd's legal team has appealed the judge's ruling on stand your ground immunity, which has resulted in the case being placed in a temporary holding pattern. Simultaneously, Lloyd has also been granted a $3 million bond under strict conditions. He must surrender firearms, be placed on house arrest, and have no contact with Garrett's family. No further trial date has been set, as an appellate court weighs its decision.
Damn, low-key he winning. My bad. I sounded the horn too early. Man, I thought he was done. Bro is really getting that shit reviewed. I don't think he's gonna get away with it. I don't think his appeal is gonna be super successful. I think that the the trial will continue, and I think he will be found guilty because it was pretty easy to see that he was the aggressor, like people from the chat. You know what I mean? Like he definitely um there was some type of verbal altercation. He then went to his truck, grabbed his shit or his car, whatever it was, grabbed his shit, walked all the way back over to the other side of the parking lot, shot the guy, and then was like, yo, it was self-defense. Like, bro never followed you, bro never stepped towards you, bro never did nothing. He was just some faded guy rambling, and you shot, bro. Like, that's crazy. Hold up real quick. All right, man, we are back. Wake up, let's go. It's a late night stream. It's a late night thing. Everybody thank Erica. She is tonight's sponsor of the episode. Not only that, but she also got herself a membership for the channel, which definitely helps go a long way in telling the algorithm that people like our content, man. And it just makes the community stronger by bringing in more and more people to chat and interact with us. So I appreciate the chat. You guys are the star of the show. But in particular, Erica is tonight's MVP, for sure, for sure. So definitely thank her for keeping the show rolling tonight. Let's go. The interrogation of an overconfident killer.
Hey, Justin. Hey. You want some water or anything? Yeah. You got some water. You do. Alright. You want to talk to me if I take those off? You gonna behave yourself?
Yeah, I ain't. Like I told everybody else so far, I ain't going nowhere.
Alright. Okay, let me get the keys for you.
I'm guessing this is what, or about what y'all talked to me. You ain't heard about the other day?
Well, hold on just a second. Let's get everybody's situation comfortable first, okay?
Alright.
This is 20-year-old Justin Hooker. Sitting in this interrogation room, he believes he and his girlfriend, Nadia Swartz, have committed the perfect crime. Days earlier, fishermen discovered the body of 27-year-old Kenny Bunn near a bridge at the Conasauga River.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
It feels too great to back of that car with those.
Yeah, sorry about that. Listen, we do want to talk to you and realize that there's every time there's two sides of a story. And we've been talking to people about stuff, which you know.
Yeah.
Before I do, I need to read you something, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned.
Yeah.
Okay. And you understand your rights, correct?
Yeah.
Sarah, most of us are in the States, but actually, the country that gives us the second most watch time is the UK. I don't know. It just counts you guys. I know you're multiple countries, but it counts you guys as like one place. It just says UK. I know we get a lot of love also from Australia, New Zealand. Canada is actually our third most watched country. But so yeah, about half of our I'd say about 60-70% of our audience uh is American, but we do have a good mix of international viewers as well.
All right. You have any idea why we're here? You're kind of talking about it just a second ago.
You guys aren't having something to do with what y'all talked to us about at our mom self.
Mm-hmm. We didn't talk to you about it too much out there.
I was still there.
Yeah.
The Aussie, what do Aussie say? What do Aussie say? I'm headed to the outback. Can I go to the outback to box some kangaroos? That's not a good accent. No, I don't got the accent, bro. I don't even know like a thing. Like I just know like cartoonish like things. You feel me?
You were there, but you know what we're talking about, right?
To an extent.
To an extent. Well, what do you know about it?
I know y'all found the body, and I know that y'all questioned her because she was the last one seen.
See, my German would be like Globsglaublen, Zglaben, I'm Zglaben.
Justin references an interview which police conducted with him and Nadia just days earlier at Nadia's mother's home on Sugar Creek Road. I think it would be worth taking a look at this preliminary interview. As you watch, pay attention to how relaxed Nadia and Justin appear throughout the initial phase of the conversation with investigators. Despite being questioned about a homicide, their demeanor remains remarkably calm and collected, perhaps an indication of their confidence in getting away with murder. This first encounter.
Yeah, I think that's what it is more than anything.
But I assume that might.
They just know that they're not they know that they're not the suspects yet. So once the microscope turns towards them and the heat turns up on their ass, then we'll see what's up. But till then, you know.
What you're over there for.
Yeah.
I just seen that there was a crime scene there because I had to go across the bridge, take him home, I had to come back.
Okay.
But I have no idea what it's about.
Okay. Yeah, it is about the bridge. So it's about Kenny. You know Kenny? How do you know Kenny?
He's my ex.
Okay.
And the relationship wasn't the best. He got me on stuff.
All right, so you know we like to fast forward the intro. I think bro, are they talking about Kenny? Is Kenny the guy that passed away? Bro killed Kenny over the chick, maybe, is what I'm getting. That's the type of vibes I'm getting. Um, put put a 2 in the chat if you think she's involved. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she's involved in this murder. If it's like a plan for both of them to kill dude.
He kept yelling at me about stuff and
Meth, that's what he got her on.
I'm off it now.
She's off it now.
It's hard to do. That's an accomplishment in itself.
She did it on her own too.
With the help of him. If it wasn't for him, I would have never left.
Notice how quickly Nadia's calm demeanor shifts when Kenny's name is mentioned. Instead of providing a simple confirmation that she knows him, she immediately launches into an extensive explanation about their relationship. This is what interrogation experts call volunteered narrative, offering far more information than what was actually requested. Nadia probably believes that she's in control of the conversation by strategically painting Kenny in a negative light. What she doesn't realize is that she's giving away much more than.
Hey, just put your two.
He was still messed up on it to the point where he wasn't thinking about anybody else. He was thinking about his next fix. That's what all he was thinking about was his next fix.
Was he still using?
I don't know. His mom says he's not, but again, he lies to her all the time, and he got to the point where he's been lying to me. So I really don't know.
How did he get his money for his?
I worked my butt off every single day, and he would yell at me when I get money. He's like, he would be like so mad at me if I don't get his next fix. So I went and got it so he could just not yell at me anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I dropped him off at a gas station, and he got mad at me for, I forgot what I said. I don't remember what exactly I said, but something I said ticked him off, and he said, "Pull over, I want to walk." So that's what I did. I pulled over. He got out of the car and started walking. I felt bad because I didn't want him walking from the gas station all the way back to Pass, and I said, "Hey, can you just get back in the car? I'll drive you back over there." He's like, "No, I'm not getting in that car with you." So I said, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sure. I don't want to be around you anymore." So I just drove off.
Now, what about you, Justin? Do you?
With Justin Hooker now
Justin, like, you used to date my girl? Hell no.
facing formal questioning.
Now, you just said that you'd like to see your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Why do you want to see her?
Just because if they pick me up, I'm sure they picked her up, and I'm sure she's scared. She got anxiety.
Why would you think we're picking her up?
Because they asked me where she was at.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, that's pretty easy to answer, right? So listen, a lot going on. We talked to a lot of people. We're just trying to figure stuff out. Always two sides of the story, and a lot of times stuff happens, okay? What we have to determine is, did a good person just, did situations get out of control, a bad thing happened that really wouldn't happen, or somebody's just a bad person, okay?
Y'all got the wrong people though.
People for what?
If y'all are picking us up, then y'all have the wrong people.
Why's that? I understand that.
Because we didn't do anything.
Okay. Do you have a cousin named Kevin?
Yeah.
Did you buy a gun from Kevin?
I have before.
When did you buy a gun from him?
He gonna be like, years ago, bro. You like 17, 16. Like, what you mean? Years ago.
Had some pass from him, and
listen. So by talking, you know that I know a little bit more. We're not here to beat you up. I promise.
I did not do anything though.
Okay. You didn't buy a pistol from your cousin Kevin. Or you did buy one a while back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so let me ask you this. We are looking into what happened to Kenny. Okay, we all know that, right?
Yeah. That's what I figured. That's what y'all talked to me about the other day. Not to her about.
Have you talked about that to anybody else?
Not really. I mean, I told one of my friends in Utah that something was going on, but I didn't really know what it was exactly, and I knew we weren't involved.
Okay. Friend in Utah, when did you talk to them about it?
After y'all talked to us.
Okay. So let's start off. Let's do some basic stuff here, okay? But you and Nadia live in the apartments, Skyline apartments, together. Okay. How does she normally get to work? Now, I was confused. Does her mom come and
she drives her car?
Is that the Honda?
Yeah.
The blue Honda CRV or is an SUV, right?
It's not exactly an SUV, but
Like a hatchback, what's the,
smaller.
yeah, but it's not a car, but it's not it's not like a Tahoe, or it's like right in between, right? And what hours, when does she work?
Just whenever. You can do it daytime, but
So, does she work on Saturday?
not Saturday, because she was with me Saturday.
Oh, so she can work with you when you're working for Whitco?
She wasn't supposed to, really, but it's our anniversary, and I wanted her to ride along.
Oh, okay, so just spend time together.
Yeah.
So she worked with you from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And you could have been in your truck or your car. Now, so what do? Do you drive from y'all's apartments to Whitco?
Yeah.
And then you get, I guess, a delivery truck, one of the 3-day trucks?
A pistol from.
When did you buy it? What kind of pistol? 22 revolver.
Yeah.
Did the revolver have a name? Do you remember the name of it?
The what?
The gun, did it have a name on it?
I don't remember it.
You don't know the name. You just got the protection, that was it. Where did you keep it at?
I did keep it up on the top shelf.
Where do you keep it at now?
I already resold it.
Who'd you sell it to?
I sold it to somebody who was like 40 years old.
Just a random person, or did you sell it to somebody you knew?
An old buddy of mine.
I'm not trying to jam him up.
Bro, hell, he could have. The cop gave you the answer. He told you, say, a random person, and you could have just been like, yeah, random person. Like he gave that to you. I don't know. I think they're just gonna knock. I don't think he's gonna crack, bro. I think he's just gonna get charged.
Who's the buddy?
Chris,
Listen, I know that you bought the gun on Saturday. I know that you didn't stay at your brother's because I talked to James today. I talked to Kevin today. Okay? I'm not trying to jam you. Listen. I'm not trying to jam you up. But we know we were. Okay? You know that we know. We didn't just show up for you for no reason. We didn't just show up for Nadia for no reason. Okay? We're not here to jam you up. I understand that stuff happens.
I think him and his girlfriend killed her ex, Chris.
Happens.
But yeah, now he's lying saying he sold the gun. And he don't own no gun no more. He used to own a gun, but he sold it.
Sometimes good people get put in bad situations by other people. I think Kenny put you in a bad situation, right? I was 20 years old. I know what it's like when a guy comes around your girl. He has his own business. Listen. I know what you talked to. We talked to these people. I know the statements that you made to them. Okay? I'm not just making that up. You know that I know that. I know that after something happened at the bridge, that you and Nadia went back and got the cell phone off Kenny. I know these. How would I know this stuff? Unless I talk to the people that you've already talked to. Okay? You make comments to your brother, and you make comments to your cousin. Listen, it's your brother. I understand. That's a tight bond. I have a brother myself. But your brother has kids. And you don't want to put his kids in any type of situation, do you? Yeah. So we got to sort this stuff out.
Yeah, I think my Ray-Bans are...
very important, okay? I know you're scared. This is
the battery's dying on them right now.
This situation to be in, okay? But what you got to realize
is... This is a backup mic, so my apologies if the mic sounds shitty now.
We didn't pick you up by random, right? We know. And the best thing to do is just come clean with it. Because right now, Nadia's going to talk with you. That's fine. All right.
And I already have the lawyer in mind too.
That's fine.
Can I make a phone call too?
You'll be able to make a phone call back. All right? Go ahead and just stand up and we'll put your guts back on you, all right?
Very expensive water.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
After being confronted with the evidence police had gathered against him, Justin immediately shut down and asked for a lawyer. It's a textbook defensive response when a suspect realizes they've been caught. But watch what happens next. As the reality of his situation sinks in, Justin's body betrays him. His breathing becomes labored, he complains about not being able to see straight, and he begins experiencing what appears to be a panic attack or heart palpitations. This physiological response is something investigators see often when a suspect finally comprehends the gravity of their situation.
And we don't want you falling out on us, okay?
Moments before Justin asked for a lawyer, detectives warned him that Nadia was going to talk. This wasn't just a psychological...
Justin, did he know Justin was in the back seat?
No. Because I just wanted the answers on why he wanted me dead so freaking bad.
So, Kenny was under the impression that just you and him were going to be talking. I mean, I'm asking, is that what you're saying? But Justin was in the back seat. Does Justin have a gun in the back seat?
Justin didn't have a gun.
So when you guys go to the river, it calms you down. Did Justin stay hid in the back seat
Justin stayed in the car.
without Kenny ever knowing he was in the car? Okay.
Where was he at in the back seat?
He was behind Kenny. And
How did Kenny not know he was in the back seat?
it was dark, and I just don't really work in the car. And me and Kenny got out because I just wanted to go in the woods. Justin walked behind me just to make sure I was safe. And Kenny...
Still without Kenny knowing though.
Kenny knew. Kenny actually knew he was there because Justin, like, he could hear Justin in the background. Just like, running after me. Justin freaked out and basically defended me.
What do you mean he defended you?
He didn't want me dead, so he basically defended me because I had nothing on me.
So Justin shot Kenny 2 times?
That's what I know. That's all I know, to be honest. Here and here.
Okay, in the stomach and the head. So did he shoot him first in the stomach?
Yeah, so he could go down and drop that stick.
Following their arrest and interrogations, Justin Hooker and Nadia Swartz were both charged with the murder of Kenny Bunn.
See, she's dumb. She admitted to killing him, but tried to use like a self-defense.
Despite Nadia's numerous claims during her interview that Kenny had abused her, investigators found no evidence to support these allegations of abuse. Police eventually pieced together what they believed really happened. Nadia was the mastermind who orchestrated the entire plan. Despite breaking up with Kenny months earlier, Nadia continued to string him along, pretending she might want him back. In the end, both Justin Hooker and Nadia Swartz pled guilty to murder rather than face trial. The judge handed down 30-year sentences to each of them for their roles in the premeditated murder of Kenny Bunn.
Damn, 30 years? I feel like that's a little light. I feel like they should have got 50 just because they were both young. They both look like they were in their 20s at the most. So, they should have definitely got more time than that, bro. Them woods, bro. Them woods, bro. Shout out Erica. She hit it on the head more times than not. Manuela, welcome to the chat, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we do a lot of cool shit. Let's do another video. That's gonna be man walks in on killer sawing his roommate's neck. EWU body cam.
He's down here. It's bad.
But first, let me get some water. Alright guys, welcome back, Good night for the guys we lost. I know it's late, and this is definitely our last video of the evening. But if you were thugging it out to stick along, you know what? Damn, I didn't even grab my water. Fuck it. I'm gonna get through it. Let's go. So we got our last video. Looks like man walks in on his roommate getting murdered. So hopefully he saves him. Not sure what's going on. I might have to scruff the footage. Yeah, off the bat, it's wild. So let's go.
Jesus. Okay, let's take a peek.
Just enough running down the streets. He had a knife.
Nothing prepares them for the twisted motive they will uncover at the end of this heinous crime. On a chilly evening, 31-year-old Aaron makes an urgent 911 call when he encounters a horrifying scene. The following videos have never been seen or heard before.
911, where's your emergency?
This guy named Douglas, he just killed Hans. I don't know what his name is. His last name Hans.
Aaron lives with 5 other individuals in a home dubbed the Graduate House, run by a local nonprofit that offers alternative housing options for those in need. The lifeless body of 51-year-old Herman Hans Warlen lying in a pool of blood.
Incoming from slow down.
Even though all hope appears to be lost for
Doing the whole deal? Hey, you have a work phone on you?
No, I'll go grab mine. Yep.
in an unexpected twist, Hans Warlen, the victim everyone thought was dead, has a pulse. As officers hurry to photograph the crime scene, paramedics act swiftly in a desperate effort to save the victim's life.
You're gonna have to start taking pictures quick, dude. Dispatch, maybe one.
Alright, so we coming in wild, bro. Like this story is already a wild one.
Call her advise we have a full trauma activation. We have an estimated 35-year-old male, cardiac arrest. He is in PEA. Chet, I think we just move him and just get him out of here. I think it's our best bet.
I'm gonna keep talking to this guy real quick. It's good.
You want to logistically organize them? It's coming out of the back of his head.
Dude, it's freaking.
God damn it. Dude, I don't know. Holy keep going, keep cranking, keep cranking.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
He said the knife's in here, in the house somewhere.
Officer Lindquist brings up a fundamental detail about the missing murder weapon, but that's not the only thing they're lacking. They still have a suspect at large, potentially causing even more death and destruction. Officers immediately turn their attention to Aaron.
That's the same time it is for me, Humble. Shout out Barbie and shout out the USA.
Aaron, the 911 caller who's been standing outside talking on his cell phone this entire time.
I want somebody monitoring him on audio right now.
Okay, I think McCart's recording,
But he left him, so this guy's making phone calls and talking and sharing information we need to get recorded.
Okay.
Tape it.
Everybody post where you're viewing from. I'll shout your city out.
Hey, you got that? Tape it. Everything. Yeah.
Before Aaron has a chance to talk to anyone else, Detective Albright records his statement. But the more Aaron reveals, the more uneasy the detectives become. The detective begins his questioning by asking about his roommate, Douglas Taylor, the man Aaron identified as the perpetrator on the call earlier.
So, Doug, what time did he leave this morning?
Like 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, do you know where he was going?
No, I don't know where he went.
Does he work or anything?
No,
like
he doesn't
that?
work either. He just got released out of a hospital, too.
Oh, really?
From what I understand.
How long has Doug been living here?
Only a month.
Only a month?
Yeah.
Detectives will later uncover the deranged reason that caused Douglas to mercilessly assault a roommate, but for now they continue speaking with Aaron.
So Doug got released a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And then he shows up here. How was he when he first arrived?
Kind of peculiar. Just doesn't want to talk to people. Doesn't want to interact.
The manager of the group home arrives on the scene and provides officers with more valuable details about their missing suspect.
So is this like a group home or what is it?
Yes. We own 3 of them. We got Andre's house, we got the lady's house, and this is our graduate house.
Okay.
Most of the guys here had come through. We actually
Hey, shout out Dallas, Texas. Shout out Dallas.
allowed Douglas to come straight from Blackfoot South to come in here. He was supposed to be all right. He was attending counseling at RHS, and I was by here 3 times yesterday, and I didn't see nothing different in the kid. I talked to him, and all of a sudden, and Hunts never did anything to anybody.
Right.
I mean, that kid was just, that's as docile as he wanted to be, man.
Blackfoot South is a
Hey, shout out Gary, Indiana, man. Shout out Indiana.
state hospital specializing in mental health located approximately 30 miles south of Idaho Falls. While the reasons for Douglas's treatment remain unknown, it gave an insight into his possible mental health concerns.
Had he been normal kind of before that, for like the first 2 weeks he was here?
Hey, Candy, welcome to the chat. Welcome back, Candy. Make sure you check out our new membership tiers, man. You could join the membership tiers, definitely. If not, that's okay too. Make sure you double tap that screen on the way in. It's a pleasure to see you here. Thanks for coming on in, Candy.
No, not really. It's kind of like strange, off to himself, talks to himself.
So he's been talking to himself ever since he got here?
Yeah, ever since he got here. But he started laughing to himself recently.
Oh, just in the last 3 days?
Yeah, just in the last 3 days, yeah.
Do you know have you overheard what he says when he talks to himself?
No, I don't listen to him. I don't listen to that.
What about when he's laughing? Does he say anything specifically?
No, he just mutters stuff that you can't hear.
What Aaron recounts next will leave no doubt as to the manic brutality of the events.
That's when I heard them scuffling or fighting upstairs, and I ran upstairs. And when I ran upstairs, that's when I seen Douglas Taylor with a knife sawing on Hans's neck.
The distance between the top of the basement stairs to the site of the stabbing is less than 20 feet. The fact that Aaron witnessed the ruthless attack from such close proximity suggests that he was lucky to escape with his life.
Oh, he looked at you?
Yeah, he looked at me.
Did he say anything?
No, he didn't say anything.
Was he still holding the knife?
Yes.
Did he make any motions towards you or
No, he
anything?
didn't make any motions or any threatening behavior. I would have fought it back, man, if I would have known.
So Hans was on all fours, on his knees, and with his hands on the
and
ground.
he said, "No, stop, please." I heard him say, "No, stop, please."
The crime scene photographs the officers raced to document earlier offer frightening proof of Aaron's detailed account.
Remember what kind of a knife it was?
It looked like a kitchen knife.
Like a kitchen knife?
Dang, bro. See, like, this the type of stuff I want there to be capital punishment. Like, if you try to take somebody's head off with a fucking kitchen knife, that's like some really brutal stuff, like terrible, terrible stuff.
I'm not sure, but they found that there's a red knife laying on the floor in there in the living room that might be the knife. I'm not sure. But it looked like a kitchen knife that it had with a brown handle on it.
Do you remember if it had a serrated edge? Or
yes, it had a serrated sawed edge.
Oh, that makes sense because you used that phrase, he was sawing at his head.
Yes.
On his neck. Wow.
The description of the weapon should help officers locate it quickly if the suspect did, in fact, leave it at the scene. But Aaron is about to share a curious detail regarding the relationship between the victim Hans and his attacker Douglas.
Did it seem like previous to this, he had gotten along with Hans, or?
Yeah, they would sit in the kitchen for.
Bro, I learned from the Fast and the Furious that everybody named Hans, well, like a dude named Hans is gonna be cool, bro. He's probably gonna be a cool guy, bro.
Hours and an end sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is it fair to say that Doug and Hans got along better than maybe Doug and other people?
No.
No.
No one really got along with him. No one really talked to him that much.
Nobody really, and that's why I was asking, because
No.
earlier he had said that he wasn't very sociable.
No, he wasn't very sociable. Hans is a friendly, nice guy.
Uh-huh.
But Douglas is not.
Enjoy all of that, Candy. I'm glad you can share that with us, man. Appreciate you being here, for real, for real.
As Aaron's interview comes to an end, officers are still left wondering about the motive behind the assault and the location of the missing perpetrator. Through all of this, Hans' life still hangs in the balance.
Oh, wait. Hey.
Little radio. Back here, somebody at the left. Here. Click here.
Jason, you see down there?
You got to the scene. You also need your driver to the ladder truck.
When we get that top off, let's work on vascular access. Where's that other? Hang on.
As paramedics proceed to provide Hans with preliminary treatment, they're unprepared to witness the scope of the numerous wounds that will be revealed later.
All right, good one, Sam. I can get one.
Yeah, why don't we do that so I can start marking stuff?
Amid the hectic scene in the trauma room, doctors need critical information, but Officer Lindquist is about to have another breakdown in communication with the dispatch operator.
When did this come in?
Dispatch, can I get the time of the call for the stabbing? They'll tell me to say, 22, can I get time of call for the hospital?
You mean the time that you were on scene there, or the time that we notified him of the call?
The time the call came out.
Are you on main?
Yes. Charlie, I don't know how hard it is for anybody to look at the time the call came out and tell me that.
Well, you didn't go across that time.
Alright, so come on, lady cop. You looking like you not you holding someone else accountable for what your responsibility is. That's a backup solution. You relying on a backup solution to do your job. You know why it's the backup? Because it's not you. You the officer. You're supposed to know this stuff.
22, any unit with a computer in front of them, can you please advise the time the call came out? The hospital needs that.
22. The call came in at 22:25, and I'm not sure what other time you're asking for.
It was 22:25. Charlie hates me.
She does, but she also has been ID or
What time are you looking for?
Nope.
It's been pretty stressful.
Bro, it's like, yeah, she hates you, but she's good at her job.
Miscommunications notwithstanding, doctors learned that the call came in 43 minutes prior to the time relayed by the dispatch operator. As the medical team does everything they can to save Hans' life, at the house, officers gathered outside and discussed.
Dang, so the dispatch officer was fucked up. Like, she was wrong. But that's why I told you she shouldn't be relying on that lady anyway. She was eager trying to get that lady in trouble. Instead, she looked bad.
Their impressions of the crime scene and the possible location of their suspect.
Did you go inside at all?
Me? Yeah.
It's pretty bloody.
Yeah, he was bleeding out all over the kitchen floor.
So you did?
He looked at us. We didn't go any closer to him. We cleared the top floor, and then we backed out.
While officers might have secured the scene, it is clear that they need to quickly widen their search if they hope to have any possibility of catching the suspect.
She said when we're clear the snow, I'm going to be canvassing the businesses east of the canal.
Adjacent to this canal sits a large shopping center where officers will make an unexpected discovery.
2-4. It looks like there's somebody sitting right next to the stores. to your west. 278 Emerson, suspect over here on the back of Albertsons.
Officers converge behind the Albertsons, approximately 3/4 of a mile from the crime scene, and find their suspect sitting against the east side of the building. When officers Douglas to the station without incident.
The suspect is saying that the knife is still in the house.
Even though Aaron originally reported that he saw Douglas fleeing from the crime scene holding a weapon, detectives identify a blood-soaked knife lying on the floor in the living room.
That's brutal, bro. This dude's using like a pocket knife. Like a pocket knife, bro. I'm getting like the heebie-jeebies just like thinking about that shit because, like, yeah, bro, that's crazy, bro. That's electric chair type shit, bro. Like, you should be like forever gone. Like, capital punishment, express death row.
And get Douglas to the station without incident.
All right, step in there, go and take a seat.
Throughout his detainment, Douglas has appeared eerily calm and cooperative, but to get a full picture of the savage attack, detectives need to interview him. However, even seasoned detectives are not prepared to deal with a suspect as unsettling as this one.
All right, Doug. Sit right there. You want some water?
Yeah, actually I do want water.
There you go.
After reading him his Miranda rights, Detective Schwicht cuts straight to the chase.
Can you tell me what happened tonight from your side of things?
I'm the one who did it.
Okay. Can you tell me why? What happened tonight?
I'm not sure how to explain why I did it.
Within the first few minutes of the interview, Douglas confesses to the attack. However, the motive behind his actions will remain a mystery that investigators have yet to resolve.
I don't know how to explain it using regular terminology.
Okay. In your own words is fine. I'll ask questions if the things I don't understand. I was thinking that probably something happened tonight, or maybe it's an ongoing issue that got you really mad.
I wasn't angry.
Okay.
I have a system of metaphysics which would give you some insight into why.
Can you explain a little bit? Can you just explain to us what exactly happened?
I brutally stabbed to death that man in the kitchen.
It should be noted that Douglas doesn't know that Han still clings to life and casually reveals a morbid series of events. Based on what happens later, everything he says will be called into question.
You said it should have resulted in death. If he survives and pulls through, is that going to be a problem for you, or?
There was no chance of survival.
Did you make absolutely certain that the way you stabbed him was definitely going to kill him? Where did you stab him on his body? Because I haven't seen this guy.
Oh, I slit his neck open. He should have bled out completely.
Did you stab him more than once?
Yeah.
Were you really mad at him?
No.
Sorry, I guess I asked you that before.
I mean, when you're doing it, you have to do it in a precise manner, of course. You know, and like if he's going to defend himself, or try to talk back, or try to prolong, then it becomes more incremental until you just finally make the final kill wound. But I think I stabbed him about 15 times until the final slit to the right side of his neck, piercing through.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You need a lot of rage. You need a lot of temper, or you just got to be super sick in the head to just like see that process all the way through. Like that's so gory. You feel me? That's like some Michael Myers. Jimmy James, welcome to the chat.
all those veins on the side. I witnessed him begin to bleed profusely. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center, an inevitable tragedy strikes.
Did they just call it? Okay. I called Harkness and let him know it was road 30 lit.
They called it.
Yeah.
On
Worldwide call.
Yes.
Okay.
That is my standard.
Okay. You think being the leader of a cult, he would have done some really bad things?
There are enough religions on this planet.
Like too many. So we'd be better off with fewer of those.
Yes.
While it's highly doubtful that Hans was indeed starting a cult, Douglas goes on to explain the reasoning behind this horrifying belief and his subsequent decision.
Did he share his beliefs, probably his mythology and stuff like that with you? Did he tell you about that?
To a degree. You tell I'm an atheist and I don't tolerate proselytizing.
Was that what he was doing, proselytizing to you about his beliefs?
Strangely, yes. Man trying to start a new cult. Not the right idea. Tries to reduce all of the world religions to some German mythology. Makes us think like people who understand some mysterious concept are the true rulers of all the different nationalities, religions, and peoples.
Bro got lost on the Illuminati. Um, Religion is fake. Uh, Reptilian people rabbit hole. That's what he got caught on YouTube, and then he snapped. That's the that's the theory I'm going with on this one.
And so I was like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler.
As the interrogation comes to an end, the detective has one final question for Douglas.
After stabbing a guy like this, what do you think would be the right thing to do with you? What do you think the police, the law, the judges, all these people who sit and make decisions about all this, what do you think is the right and appropriate thing to do?
Not sure. Jail, then prison?
Do you think that's the right thing for you?
Yeah.
But if the detectives thought that this would be the last they'd hear of the man, they were in for a shocker. On October 12, 2021, over a year and a half after the incident, Detective Schwicht received a handwritten letter from Douglas while he awaited trial. In the letter, Douglas claimed that he didn't kill Hans and alleged that his old roommate Aaron is the one who killed Hans. Douglas reports that he heard a sound, entered the house, and saw Hans on the floor in his blood. He then went back outside where he alleged that Aaron threatened him and gave him a jacket with some blood on it. After being supposedly traumatized by the events, Douglas claimed to have agreed to take the blame and made a false confession later. When Detective Schwicht interviewed Aaron, he found him to be completely innocent, with no involvement in the crime whatsoever. Not long after his arrest, Douglas Taylor entered into the Idaho Security Medical Program, but on October 13, 2020, after almost 4 months in the program, doctors declared him fit to stand trial. Then on December 15, 2021, Douglas Taylor pled guilty to murder in the first degree and was sentenced to 27 years to life on February 14, 2022. Douglas is currently incarcerated at the Idaho State Penitentiary.
I think my boy got a good sentence. I think that's fair. I want to see him do life. I don't think he'll be getting out whenever that goes to like the parole board. Just the brutality of that case is probably going to keep that man in jail. That's like like I said, that's like horror movie stuff, man. That was really sad. I feel so bad for that victim. Um, be careful who you call your friend. Be careful who you let in your home. Time and time again, man, we see kind-hearted people being taken advantage of, even if they themselves necessarily aren't like doing the most top Samaritan things. They're not hurting anyone. That's why they're the victim. You know what I mean? Even if they are like partaking in like substances with the people, um, that's two different things. You know what I mean? Having an addiction and like being a murderer, man, that's two different things. You know what I mean? But uh, be careful who you let in your house, man, especially people who are down on their luck, man. Like it seems like time and time again, um, they take the kindness and then it turns into some type of resentment or jealousy, and then they kill that person. Or tonight, like even that man that looked like Tony Danza a little bit, he uh he went to jail for life because of his pride. You know what I mean? He went to jail for life over his pride. He saw a young dude in his prime, faded, who probably told him to go home to his family or some shit, and then he shot him. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's pretty that's pretty intense, bro. Like a lot of shit can happen to you, man, man. Just be safe out there, guys. So I try to say, just make your dreams or your reality, bro. Like try to make your house your sanctuary as much as possible. Even if you live in not the so best neighborhood, bro. You know the rule of thumb, if you stay in the house, you know what I mean, for the most part, you should be okay. And don't let people over your house. Don't let people see what you got. Don't even tell your family what you're doing, bro. Don't even let them know like how good things are going or how bad things are going, cause you know what I mean. They might not want what you want because you might be thinking we family, but they might just be thinking you a person. And most people are haters, bro. I don't want to be a hater because I feel hating just brings resentment, and resentment like stunts your growth. You know what I mean? Just because it wasn't easy for me or just because it was easy for you don't mean it's easy. And just because it's hard for me don't mean it's this hard. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. But that's pretty much tonight's show, bro. I really appreciate everybody. I super appreciate Erica Spearman, man. She really did her thing tonight. Jay, if you're homeless, bro, hopefully you can find a program or something and get in some type of shelter and get an ID. Like if you're homeless, I think the first step is getting an ID, bro. Like you got to get an ID and then try to just build on from there. A lot of places, if you're truly homeless, you can you could go to the social office and they'll give you like food stamps that day, bro. Like they'll give you that shit that day. They got emergency funds for homeless people in a lot of states, and you don't have to have um like a drug test or nothing, bro. You can just go down there and be like, yo, I'm doing bad, and they'll help you out. Uh, but you know what I mean. That's where you start. You go to those places, and then they'll get you an ID. But you know what I mean. Shout out everybody. If you got the need, if you got the funds, man. If you're doing okay, if you paying your bills on time, and you got one, two, maybe even five, you can join our membership. You know what I mean? That's really gonna push the growth of this channel. I'm super happy that YouTube unlocked that for our community. Anytime we're streaming, you can always leave a super chat. Erica did both of those tonight. That's why not only was she tonight's sponsor, but she was tonight's MVP of the stream. Um, you guys can be just like her. And if not, you can just double tap them screens, man. Make sure you hit that like button. It really helps us out. And if you've already subscribed, like I said, just make sure you hit all the like buttons. If you ever miss a live stream, we have a whole playlist. We have a whole playlist of reactions, over 30 episodes, some up to 5 hours long. Go put that playlist on repeat And yeah, man, thank you guys for everything.